Hi guys, it's Tara. Welcome back to my channel. So today I decided to go for the faux suede look, and I had one of you had mentioned this to me, and I was like, oh, I meant to try it and I never did. Went on the YouTube channel yesterday on Pam's Paper Outpost, looked it up again because I had seen it before and thought that I wanted to try it back then, and I never did. So her reminding me, thank you Sonia, reminding me about it made me want to do it. So I'm gonna go for it because I thought it'd be a lot of fun. I really should pull up here. I'm gonna pull up my mat that forgives cutting on it here. I warped this last week, but first of all, we have just your standard paper bag, okay? And this one is from Trader Joe's, not Hobby Lobby, like I thought yesterday it was Trader Joe's, and it wasn't. So I'm just gonna go along the outside, and I'm trying to remember, did she keep it folded in, or? Yeah, I'm gonna do it like that. Sorry, I'm making all this rattling noise in your ears. Yeah, I'm just gonna go along the side. I'm gonna get out a ruler here. I want to try and make this a relatively quick video. It's hopefully will make it to, my hands are still covered in paint from the last video. It's the same day, it's the Saturday. This will get posted on Sunday for you guys. But yeah, I wanted to go ahead and try to do this because it looks like fun, and I really thought it'd make a fun journal, you know, cover, so, which it did for her, so we're gonna give it a shot for us, okay? And I will try to remember to link her video down below. Hers was from, I don't know, a couple of years ago, I believe, and it's always good to try things again on our channels, you know, that inspires us. I probably should have saved this one for Inspire Me Thursday, but I didn't. Okay, there's that side, and I'm just going to flip it over. I'm going to cut this side off. All you're going to need today is a paper bag such as this. You can use a smaller one. I'm sure that would be fine to practice with, to do, you know, or to make something out of. And then you'll need some of your distress inks or some permanent ink, whatever you prefer. And you'll need the magic ingredient, which will be hair conditioner. Now this is a conditioner that I had sitting in a cabinet. I haven't used it. I actually got it from the dollar store, and I hope it works. I know Pam in her video was using Pantene, but I don't want to use my more expensive, so I'm using this. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and tear that part off. I just really want, I think I want this piece here, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull that, okay? All right, I'm gonna take off the handle. We are ready to have fun. Now I'm going to put this back because I don't need it anymore. At least not right now. And we're going to squeeze our shopping bag together and make crinkles in it, okay? Just like we did yesterday with the faux leather. Okay? Squeeze. Squeeze. Like she said, get all your aggression out. Okay, and then we're going to open it up. And you're going to do this 2 or 3 times. Oh, I got a rip right there. You're going to do this 2 or 3 times. Gee, I tore it. Look at that. I must have really had some aggression. Ah, it's fine. This is more my little practice. I can go this way and make it smaller. Oh, you know what? I just noticed this has the... No, I can't use this side. We're going to use the other side. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I'm going to use this side. That side actually had the, what do you call it? the seam of the bag. I didn't even see that. So we're going to repeat. We're going to tear off the, hopefully I won't tear it this time when I do this. I don't know how I tore it, but I did. Okay. Oh, I better put this X-Acto knife away too, right? Okay. So we're going to roll it into a ball it up nice and tight. Squeeze it real good. Get a lot of lines, crevices in it. Even more crevices, the better. Okay, I'm going to reopen it up. Okay, and we're just going to go around and around and just squish, squish, squish. Okay. Don't be shy, get aggressive. Beat up on that bag. See all those nice ridges and lines? Those are going to be what makes it look beautiful. One more time. I'm going to squeeze this up. I noticed that one side didn't have quite as many in it, so. Okay. There we go. That's my last time. You guys can keep going if you'd like. Okay, so here you go. Now, we've got our nice, oh, looks good. Now, if I remember correctly, what she did next was she pulled out a few of her, I'm going to use my archival ink and my more permanent inks because I really want, when I Mod Podge it, I don't want any of it to come up, you know? And so, yeah, I'm going to use my Stays On. This is my Timber Brown, okay? And you're just going to take, all right, and you're just going to run your ink over the paper. Look at that. Already, it looks so cool. Ooh, it's working, guys. I love when a plan comes together. Oh yeah, that's nice. Now I even have one of those little tiny, I have a vintage photo in an archival ink, if I can find it here. Yep, here we go. So I can also use some of the vintage photo and the permanent. Oh yeah, that dark looks really good. Okay, so there's the Timber Brown. I've hit pretty much all of it. And now we're going to go ahead and we're going to go over it. I'm going to go over it with this real quick. See what this looks like. Good old vintage photo. Did I a minute ago say when we run over it with Mod Podge? I didn't mean that. I meant to say with the conditioner and with the water. Because you are going to use, you're going to need a little spray, whatever size, whatever you need, spray bottle, I mean, to spray this paper down a little bit to give it some moisture. And then you're also going to use it to wet down the conditioner just a little bit. And my ink here is needing, I haven't used this one in a while, so there we go. It's a little better. So you can see it's a little lighter brown with that darker brown. That's a nice effect. And I'm going to use also, I'm going to use some of my, I think I'm going to use my Thistle. That's like kind of a burgundy. And I thought that would be pretty. I'm thinking a green would look really, really pretty on here too. You guys want to try a green? I think we will. Let's try a green. I don't know why I sound conspiratorial, but I'm going to do the green. I have fern green. I love this one. I hope it works. Ooh, I like. Can you see it? Oh yeah. This is going to have a foresty feel to it. I may have to make myself a one of those more naturist journals. I haven't done one of those yet. That's pretty. I like that green on there. That looks cool. I'm pressing a little harder. I want it to kind of show up better. Okay. Did I get it all, guys? What do you think? Is it good? I think I did. Over here maybe a little bit. I can't get enough. All right. I wonder. Oh, you know me and my... I'm always thinking I gotta add some type of metallic or gold to everything. Let's just see. On a corner. Let's look at it on a corner. Maybe, maybe not. Oh. Oh, yeah. I like that little hint. Just a hint of gold cascading over the ridges of this paper. Looks pretty. Oh yeah, I like it. I can't get enough of gold, silver, you know, copper. I even bought me a copper the other day of a Recollections archival pigment. And I bought the silver too. I love the fine metals on paper. I think it looks so scrumptious. Okay. All right, guys. There's our green with the timber brown and the vintage photo. And now we're gonna spray this just lightly. Okay. Not to get it soaking or anything, but just to kind of, this thing. Oh, there we go. And then, okay, get it a little bit moist. And then we're gonna take our conditioner and now recall, I have never done this before, so I hope I'm doing everything right. And we're gonna begin to rub it in to the paper, okay? And get that, whatever it is that makes conditioner soft and fine, humectant or whatever. We're gonna rub it in, rub it in, rub it in. Sorry, once in a while you may get to hear me sing. I sing and I sometimes do it without thinking. I think I might have put too much. What do you think? Need some conditioner? You guys. I only did it a lot because it looked like Pam did a lot, but okay, there we go. I took some of that off. All right. Now she even started doing this with her paper and rubbing it around and getting that all in there, making that paper nice and smooth. She said not to worry, don't worry, just rub it in there. Get it all in that paper. Make that paper nice and soft. Okay. And then open that up. Let's see. Ooh, look at it, guys. That looks cool, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay, now we're gonna let this sit for a few minutes and dry. I'm gonna pause and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I am back. So I decided to take a little bit of the copper and run it over it. It is super soft. The paper has turned into a velvety texture. And yeah, I thought I'd run a little bit of copper through just to kind of go with that color scheme. And so now what we're gonna do, I'm just gonna make, I did notice a spot over here that has like a little tear. So I was gonna go ahead and, let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna do a little trim on this side. Sorry guys, didn't mean to bump it. I'm gonna do just a slight trim on this side. I'm only gonna make like a small, like hand notebook. Might be used in one of my journals or something as a insert. Okay, so let me grab, let me see here. I'm just gonna step over here real quick. You can still hear me. I'm with you. I'm just stepping out of the. I'm just grabbing some paper that we can use to make a little notebook out of this. And let's see, something kind of grungy for. Actually, I think I'm going to use this. This is the paper that I bought in Hobby Lobby that is kind of like what we just did with the faux leather. And it was actually what reminded me of the faux leather the other day, was because when I saw it, I was like, oh, I forgot all about that. So what I was going to do is I'm going to cut a piece to go on the inside. So I'm going to cut it just to where I want it to be. I'm going to make sure there's enough of this going over the edge on my other one. So I'm just going to do a little mark here. Like right, let's see, yeah, about right there. Okay, and then sheesh. Okay, this paper's, my bottom paper's a little uneven, so that's why I'm kind of struggling here. There we go. And then like right there, okay? Just dark enough so I can see where to cut. And hopefully I can do a semi-straight cut here. I think it'll be straight enough because, you know, we'll be good. Should be good. And where's my other line? Oh, there you go. All right. Okay, it's a little crooked, but here, I'm just gonna do this. I can see that middle section there puckering out a little bit. Hopefully I got it good enough. Let me see. Oh, I do want a little more off. Darn. I thought I had cut it right, but not quite. Let's take a little bit more off of this side. Okay. I know I should pull out my paper cutter and just use that, but for me that's not always straight either, so there. Hopefully this time it's right. Sorry to bore you guys. If I am, I apologize. Okay, so yeah, I like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a piece of firm cardstock. Okay. That we're going to use as the inside. I think that'll pretty much be almost perfect for this. And we're going to build that up over the edges of it. So I'm going to make it a little bit so I have a little more. Again, I'm going to mark on here where I want it. Okay. This is a really, this is that really heavy duty cardstock you get at Hobby Lobby. So it's super thick, and I coffee dyed it the other day, and it just, the paper did great, but this, I don't know, it just looks so boring, and then on the back it's super dark. So I don't really like it, to be honest with you. But it is what it is, right? Okay, so that's good. There we go. I've got enough space there to, let's see, let's get our, for the, where is it? For the back of this, I'm going to just use a glue stick. Okay, I think that'll be fine for this. And then on the corners, I'll switch over to like fabric tack, I think. Okay. I don't always have fabric tack, but when I have it, I like to use it. Like I said, it is kind of expensive to me because I use so much glue that for me, I go through it too quickly, I think is the problem. But okay, and I'm gonna flip this over and get it down as even as we can so that we have space to tuck our corners. Push that down good. And then I'm going to reach over here and grab my fabric tack. And now we're going to do a little bit on these corners here. Pull that up. Okay. I don't know how good my glue stick is going to work. Yeah, Amazon, I was supposed to get my glue sticks yesterday, they said, and then all of a sudden I get them, then I look back at my order and it says they won't be here till next Friday. I'm like, what? So you know what I did? And I only did it because this is like the third time this has happened in the past month where they've listed it as a tomorrow delivery, and then after I hit order and go back in to look at my order, it'll say a completely different date. And it's always been at least like 4 days later. This time it was an entire week later than they had listed. So I actually called them or texted with them and chatted online, and they gave me a free month of my Prime because of the inconvenience. And so if there's anybody out there who's experiencing this as well, who doesn't normally experience it, I told them, you know, I don't usually ever complain. You guys, I've used you guys all the time. I order probably 3 or 4 times a week, and I've never had this problem until about a month or 2 ago. And then I have had them lose a couple of my orders and them just not show up at all. And the thing is, they don't really say much to you or even acknowledge. And on this situation, they didn't acknowledge that they had even changed the date. They acted like that was the date they gave me on the thing where it tells you, you know, when your order's coming. They just wrote it out like it was normal, like that's what they had said initially. So when I texted them, I said, look, I'm not one to do this, but I've got to say that I rely on Amazon to you know, get me my deliveries on time, and I really think that you guys need to set it up so that if it's not going to be on time, either you need to get your listings correct, or you need to make the consumer aware prior to getting it late that it's going to be late, you know, and acknowledge that it's going to be late, not just, oh, you know, here's a date change. They won't notice. I mean, if it had said initially it was going to be here on the 29th of July, I'd have been like, oh, okay. But I ordered it because it said it would be here tomorrow, and I actually needed it for my video. I could use it right now because it's a better glue. And yeah, so they ended up, I said, I guess I'm officially making a complaint that you guys need to be more communicative with your customers and not mislead them, because you're misrepresenting the facts. And so the girl, I told her I'd like to be reimbursed for a month of my Prime service because that's part of my Prime service and it's not being lived up to. So yeah, so I had my 1 month of service was redeemed to me, or returned to me, I mean. So yeah, if anybody else has experienced that, you should call them, because or text them and let them know that you're not happy, because they tout that this is their, you know, this is the great thing about Amazon, the next day delivery. And if it's not going to be next day, I mean, nobody's perfect. If it's not going to be, fine. I told her that. I said, if you guys can't get it there, she goes, well, it's a manufacturing issue in the warehouse. Once you get the order, we see it's not, that we don't actually have it in stock. And I said, well, then you need to let your consumers know this. So anyway, that's what I did. So if anybody, you know, needs to, oh, I cut this too big, look. That's okay. This is going to end up being, I just noticed, this is going to be one of those long, skinny notebooks, which is fine. that's fine. This is for kind of more fun for us and learning how to do it anyway. So, all right, so we're going to trim this down correctly. Let's see here. We need to nip a little bit of this off. So let's take about that much over here. So I'm just going to do this one little bit at a time. I don't want to mess it up. I told you how I am about measuring, so I forgot I was tucking those corners in and that was going to change my measurement. And then we're going to do the height. We're going to have to take off about, yay. Looks like we're still going to have to take a little bit off the other corner of the side too. Yeah, I really like this paper, but I just thought it'd be cool to make my own. And that's why I did what I did yesterday, and then the video and all that. I just really think it's fun, more fun when we actually do these kind of things ourselves. Don't you guys? I think that's the whole part that we love, right? Is that we did it, not that we went and bought it. I mean, it's fun, you know, that when we need it, it's fun to go get stuff, but things like this that we can actually enjoy creating, I think we should. Take it just a little bit off more here, and then we're going to glue this down. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, cool. So now we're going to go around the world. Woo! Real quick. Hopefully get this right. Let's see how evenly, without shaking, I can go around these edges. Can she? Can she? Pretty well. This paper's pretty thick, so I think it can handle a decent coat of that glue. I know that glue's kind of, I don't know, it's a strong glue. It definitely makes an impact. It's a silicone glue, so a little bit different than what most of us are used to using on our journals. At least for me, I use my good old art glitter, which of course is a water base. Okay, this is pretty cool on the inside. Okay. Now we can even sew this around the edge. We're not going to on video. I'm not going to do that right now. I kind of wanted this to be a fun, quick video, just a little tutorial showing you guys. And like I said, I'm going to list her video online on my thing so that you can see where to find hers. And then we're going to bend it here. Okay, very cool. I think I might even go over this one more time with this brown a little bit and kind of redarken that. And then I'm also going to distress the edges. Okay, I really do like the timber brown as the backdrop there. That's that highlight. There we go. Okay. Very cool. This is fun, and it does feel really cool. You guys, if you try it, you're gonna like it. It's neat. Now we're gonna measure some paper, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, woohoo! Look at that. I think we might just have to take off some edges here. Let me see. Yeah. All right. So where does that go to? Let me see. Go ahead and do a little mark here. All right, and then I'm going to get my ruler and see how well I tear. Sonia, you told me to hold it this way. All right, there we go. I see other people just tear it, and for some reason with me, I'm a little bit sketchy on that. So I'm going to use this as my guide for these pages here. I'm going to grab a few more. And let me see here. How much do you think this can hold? How about, let's see, we'll try it. Let's see. If it can't hold them all, we'll pull out a couple, but I think it'll be fine. Yeah, it's gonna be just fine. Okay, yeah. All right, so I probably should just use my knife and not tear, but since there's such a wide edge here, I think I'm pretty safe to tear it, and I do love torn edges, so. Do you guys love torn edges? I just think they look so old and cool, you know what I mean? Oop, see? There we go. When I get to those small spots where I just can't do it, I get out tweezers sometimes and pull it with that. Okay, so there's our pages. That like fits just right to where we need it to. So there we go. And then we are gonna have to sew. I'm gonna pause it and I'm gonna sew it, and then I will be right back. Okay? Okay guys, I'm back from the machine, and I had a little hiccup. My machine was fighting with me at first, which is kind of weird because it has sewn much thicker, and I have a heavy duty needle, but it's okay. So anyway, it did sew, and so I have a really cool little book here, as you can see. I just used a straight stitch on it, and yeah, I really like how it turned out. It's pretty cool looking. I'm gonna put something on the edge here to kind of seal it, to, you know, make it look cleaner, especially since it argued with me there. But it turned out better than I thought it would. I thought for a second I was gonna have to come back on camera and say, guess what guys, it wouldn't sew for me, so I'll have to deal with it another way. But anyway, so this is our suede. I want to say almost like a little travel notebook. I've never made one, but I definitely think this could be one, from what I've seen other people do. And yeah, this is very cool. It feels really nice. The suede, it feels very soft and plush. I probably, the next time, will do like a brown with the burgundy like I was gonna do, and see how that turns out, because I like that look too. Pam did that one and I really thought it was pretty. Or even a dark blue would look nice. But yeah, I hope you liked the video today, and I hope you try this, and if you do, let me know in the comments. And have a blessed and wonderful day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for Mass Monday.